Media representatives have gathered outside the Singapore Casket building, despite early appeals for privacy at the funeral of Dr. Lee Wei Ling, daughter of Singapore's founding Prime Minister, Lee Kuan Yew. Dr. Lee passed away on 9 October at the age of 69 at her family home at 38 Oxley Road. Hsien Yang, Dr. Lee's brother, announced her passing on social media and had earlier requested that the wake and funeral remain a private affair. In a Facebook post, LHY emphasized that Dr. Lee had wished for a simple send-off without media presence. He also noted that respects could be paid on a strict queue basis, adding, "There will be no exceptions, not even for VIPs," to ensure that everyone is treated equally during the visitation period. The family, which is organizing the wake, has placed signs at the venue prohibiting photography and has barred media representatives from entering the hall. The wake is being held at the Pearl and Sapphire Hall of Singapore Casket, located at 131 Lavender Street, Singapore, and from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on 11th October. The final visitation period is scheduled for 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 12th October. Dr. Lee's passing and the wake have revived public interest in the long-standing dispute over the fate of the family residence at 38 Oxley Road. In the same Facebook post requesting no media presence, LHY reiterated his sisters' and their father's wish for the house's demolition after their parents' deaths, a matter that has been contentious since Lee Kuan Yew's passing in 2015. He shared his sister's stance, quoting her belief in honoring their parents' wishes. Lee Kuan Yew had directed each of his 3 children to ensure that their parents' wish for demolition be fulfilled. He had also appealed directly to the people of Singapore. "Please honor my father by honoring his wish for his home to be demolished." The matter of 38 Oxley Road has been a focal point of tension within the Lee family, particularly between LHY and his elder brother, Lee Hsien Yang, the former Prime Minister of Singapore. LHY and Dr. Lee had consistently supported the demolition of the residence, while LHL's opposition led to a highly publicized family dispute. In response to media queries, LHY clarified that he would not attend his sister's wake or funeral in person, citing his ongoing circumstances. He confirmed that he is overseeing the arrangements remotely with the assistance of his son, Lee Huanwu. The Lee family's internal strife has had significant public repercussions over the years. Following the dispute over their father's will, LHY and his family faced multiple legal challenges in Singapore. In a 2023 Facebook post, LHY expressed his dismay over the situation. "I am heartbroken that my own country has made me a fugitive for standing up for my father's promise," Lee Kuan Yew. Dr. Lee was a well-known figure in Singapore's medical field, serving as a neurologist and maintaining a low public profile. She was known for her candid views, both professionally and personally, and she never married. After her father's death, she continued living at the Oxley Road residence, amidst the ongoing dispute over its future. In 2020, Dr. Lee was diagnosed with progressive supranuclear palsy, a rare neurodegenerative disorder. Despite the challenges, she remained vocal about her condition, using social media to discuss the impact of PSP on her life. Her brother, LHY, shared concerns about her health struggles, where he expressed his fear that he might not see her again due to his own circumstances. Reflecting on their bond, LHY shared a photograph of himself and Dr. Lee at Machu Picchu, taken in 2020 before the pandemic. "I am so glad that just before COVID in 2020, I was able to take her to Machu Picchu, a place she had always wanted to visit," he wrote. In her memory, LHY requested that donations be made to charities instead of sending flowers to the wake. The selected organizations include Canossa Mission Singapore, Parkinson Society Singapore, and Total Wellbeing SG Limited, aligning with Dr. Lee's commitment to social causes. Dr. Lee's passing signifies the conclusion of an era in the Lee family's history, but it has also reignited public discourse on the legacy of Lee Kuan Yew and the fate of his home. Even in her final wishes, Dr. Lee advocated for respecting her parents' desire for the house's demolition, a stance she held unwaveringly throughout her life.